demonstration for NorthstarMLS members. First off, thank you very much for taking a few minutes to learn about the program. We were fortunate enough to launch within NorthstarMLS about 2 years ago, and we're also pleased to let you know that about 4,100 of your fellow NorthstarMLS members are currently active in using the program. So hopefully, after you see the demonstration today about how the program integrates into the MLS and how it benefits you and your home buyers and your lending partners, you will choose to participate as well. So what we're going to do today, it's a very brief demonstration, but we're just going to go over a few screenshots showing you, first off, exactly what the program is and how it's integrated into the MLS system. We'll cover the benefits to you and your home buyers. We'll cover the marketing pieces that are included in this, and I will also direct you to a website should you want to get more information on RatePlug, or if you like what you see and you want to enroll, it's also the place you would want to go to do so. So with that being said, let's go ahead and kick this off. I am Rob Springer, the Marketing Director of RatePlug, if I did not mention that. And the first thing I want to talk about is how we came up with this program. This, what you're seeing here is a stat that was given by the National Association of Realtors a couple of years ago, and the first bullet's not a surprise. It's over 90% of home buyers are beginning their search process for homes online. They're going online and going to Realtor.com or various broker websites or the MLS website if they have a consumer-facing website. That's how they're searching for properties nowadays. That's again, not a surprise. The second bullet is what caught our attention. Over almost 3/4 of these individuals are then exiting that listing and then going online to find mortgage information. So there's a disconnect there. They're getting out of that listing, searching the internet, and then they have to find their way back to that listing if they have other questions about the property or if they want to just view it again. We saw that as a disconnect. So that's why we created RatePlug to offer the ability for an agent to display real-time mortgage information on the listings they're sending to their home buyers. And the key thing is that mortgage information comes from the lenders that you currently work with. We're not going to force any lenders on you. We are Switzerland in that regard. So just to cover the benefits before we go into the actual displays and marketing part of this, RatePlug is included in the suite of services that are offered to you through your membership in NorthstarMLS. So, the big benefit is there's no additional cost for you to participate. Obviously, a good thing. The second bullet is, and I'll cover this a little bit more in detail later, is that we've actually conducted studies with some of our large MLS partners across the country. We're currently in 31 MLSs across the country. And what we did is we compared the market time for agents both using RatePlug and agents not using RatePlug, but we compared the time frame from when an agent listed a property in the MLS system to when that property went to contract. And by comparing the two groups of people, those using RatePlug versus those that are not, it was shown that the people using RatePlug are actually experiencing those time frames about 15% shorter. So in essence, RatePlug is helping people sell homes faster, and there could be various reasons for that, and we'll cover that in a bit. Third bullet, which I mentioned briefly and is obviously a very important part of this program, is the fact that you tell us the lenders you want to work with. We don't just put people on your listings that you have no idea who they are. This would be the loan officer or the companies that you are comfortable working with and that you trust. So that's a big part of this program. Fourth bullet is included with this program, along with the MLS displays. You have access to co-branded marketing pieces for your open house events and different listings. And the last bullet is that this whole program is FTC compliant, which means that anywhere that we display mortgage information, whether it's on a listing or through those flyers, we're going to take a screenshot of that. We're going to save that for 6 years to protect you, the broker, the lender, in case there's any type of scrutiny down the road. You need to produce that documentation. We do that for you. So that's a big piece of the puzzle as well. So as far as how RatePlug works, within the NorthstarMLS system, if you opt to be part of RatePlug, when you send reports out to your home buyers, whether it's 3 bedrooms in Minneapolis or whatever the parameters are, when you send the listings to your home buyer through the MLS system, there will now be a link here, an inconspicuous link here. It says live mortgage information. So it just takes up a little bit of space there. But what that does is it allows your home buyer, when they're sitting at home, to click on that link, and it's going to pop up a new window. So, the key here is that it's not taking them out of the listing into some other website. It's just doing a pop-up window here. And what would be displayed is what we call the lender detail. This would be your lender's contact information, their website, their email, things of that nature. But more importantly is it's going to display their mortgage programs that they're offering. It could be anything from 30-year fixed to ARMs. It could have FHA if it's applicable to the property. It can have USDA programs if the zip code matches. So again, it's very detailed information. So now your home buyer is looking at this property. They're seeing accurate estimations of payments for this property for several different mortgage programs. They can interact with this data. They can change the purchase price. They can change the down payment, and our system will update the mortgage information displayed. So they're really playing what-if scenarios and matching the financing to their own personal needs. They can also reach out to the loan officer at this point through a chat button, or they can request a pre-approval. So the bottom line and the goal of this is to get your home buyers introduced to your lending partners that you trust right out of the chutes, get them asking questions about their own financing, to overcome any issues prior to closing and ensure hopefully a smoother and quicker process. So the next part of this, that was the MLS display aspect, is there's a marketing piece that's involved. Since we have the MLS data information flowing through to us, and we're going to have your lender's information in our database as well, it makes it very natural for us to be able to create these marketing flyers in just a matter of seconds. So if you have a new listing or if you have an open house event, your lender can create one of these flyers for you, and this is just one template of several that are available. And again, it just takes about 15 seconds for them to create this. It's going to have all the pertinent property information on it, as well as the mortgage information that's specific to this property. So it's a very good piece to be handing out to your customers. And we're going to archive all of these flyers for 6 years, as I had mentioned earlier, to keep you FTC MAP ruling compliant. So this is that study that I touched on briefly earlier in the presentation. We did this last year, and we worked with some of the large MLSs on the East Coast, West Coast, and here in Chicago, and we compared 177,000 real estate transactions, and it was including both agents that were using RatePlug and agents that were not currently active in RatePlug. And this is that study that shows that the agents that were using RatePlug experienced about a 15% shorter time frame from when they listed a property to when it actually went to contract. There could be a variety of reasons why, but honestly, I think the most obvious reason is that using RatePlug exposes the home buyers to the lenders early in the process. So if there are questions, it gets the customer interacting with that loan officer to iron out these issues prior to closing. Typically, if someone waits until they get a signed contract on a property before they even start looking into mortgage, in the mortgage information, that could create some problems. If there is a last-minute credit issue that needs to be addressed, it could delay the closing. So that's how we deduced how these numbers came up. So just to recap, I'm throwing a lot at you today. But this is a free program for NorthstarMLS members. Do need to mention that while it is free for all, the realtors and the brokers that participate, lenders that do want to be displayed do have to pay a license fee to be displayed. And that's a $435 fee. That's annual. But that fee allows them to work with as many agents as they want and includes all the bells and whistles that are presented to you. So it's a great value for the lender as well. Number two, it provides your home buyers with the information they want. That stat I showed you from NAR, 75% of these people want mortgage information when they're looking at homes, so RatePlug allows them to have that information, displayed directly on the listings they're looking at. Third bullet, perhaps the most important thing, is that you tell us who you want to work with, and we're not going to force anybody on you. You can have multiple lenders in RatePlug, so you can display up to 3 different lenders. You get the property flyers as well with this system, and we also protect you from the FTC MAP guidelines, as I had covered a couple times. So sign up is a simple process. I would recommend, if you have any additional questions or you want more information, that you go to the website, which is www.rateplug.com/NorthstarMLS. That's all one word, no spaces. And then on that website, you'll see there's a video that you can view. There's some frequently asked questions. There's samples of how the link looks in the MLS system. There's sample of the flyer. There's various resources for you to look at. And if you like what you see and you want to go take that next step and enroll, the sign-up button is on that website. You would simply click on that button, enter your MLS ID number. It'll auto-populate a form, and that's when you would tell us who you would like to work with as far as lenders. Once you submit that form, we're going to take the ball. We're going to contact your lenders. We're going to explain the program, get them signed up, and get all their information to the database so you could be pushing forward their mortgage information on the listings. So again, I know I threw a lot at you today, and it's a lot to digest. Visit the website if you have any questions, or you can call this number that's posted right here on the slide. And we thank you for your time, and we hope that you'll take advantage of the RatePlug program going into the spring market. Thanks very much.